Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Joanne and this is To Crochet Curious. Well, it's Whip Wednesday, so we're going to take a look at some of the whips that I've been working on. Not much of what I said I was going to work on last week, but that's pretty normal for me. So I just wanted to mention that I did finish. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the microphone. I finished the Daybreak poncho. I did show it on my live the other day, but you can see it here too. And the Daybreak poncho was a kit I got from Mary Maxim. They have a monthly crochet kit of the month, and every month they send out a pattern and yarn to make whatever it is. And so this month I got 3 skeins of, it wasn't this month. For the month that this came, which I think was June, I think it was June. The problem is I get my subscription, it ships the end of the month. So this came to me in July, it's from June. Yes, that's correct. Okay. And I had 3 skeins of Mary Maxim Twisted. We've been having a heat wave here, so I won't be wearing my poncho for very long because I am heating up like crazy. But Mary Maxim Twisted, 100% acrylic, 263 yards, 200-gram ball, and made in Turkey. And this is the color Sassy. Beautiful. And of course, you can see it worked up right here. I think it came out exactly as shown, except of course, I'm a bigger lady than the lady in the picture. So it, it's not quite as large looking on me. But this was a simple pattern. It was fun. It was like an 8-row repeat once you got the foundation down, and made it in 2 panels and then connected it where they showed. So it was pretty cool. Now, it turns out that Mary Maxim Twisted, I've not, well, I didn't check like today, but I've never seen it on their website. So I don't know if it's a discontinued yarn, a yarn that they made just for this project, or if it's something they intend to sell in the future. So, keep your eyes peeled. If you do see it, it's very much in the way it works up like the comfy cotton, but of course there's no cotton in this. It's all acrylic. But super easy to work with. It's a 5 weight. Well, you know me, I like the heavier weight yarns anyway. So I love the colorway. Super pattern. Worked up really fast. And now I'm going to take this off because I am starting to boil here. And I'm going to pause you because I got to move the microphone. So hang on. All right, I'm back. Okay, it is Wednesday and we're having a heat wave. Oh, excuse me. And I woke up 3 in the morning this morning. So I've been up for a couple of hours and I thought, well, I might as well go out to the garage, not bother anybody. I'm awake. So, and do my video for today. Although, yeah, okay, I've probably looked better, but I don't think I stayed up that late. I think I probably went to sleep around 9:30, so that's not too bad. 6 hours sleep. And honestly, there's a lot of nights I get about that anyway. So, what else? Oh, okay. So, last week I was like, oh yeah, I'll work up those hats. Yeah, I didn't work up those hats. In fact, I'm frogging it. I don't know. I mean, I don't wear bucket hats, so I just couldn't get into it. I'm sorry. I tried. I started 2 of them, and I just couldn't maintain my interest. So instead, what have I been doing? Well, let's see. I started using my alpaca yarn, which I'll show you that in a second here. Actually, I guess I don't have to do this right this second, but I don't want this to tangle, so I'm going to quickly wrap the cone back up. Look, I'm already making a mess. So I started using the mustard alpaca that Cindy from Pups and Crochet sent me, and it's kind of funny because maybe it's the way I handle the yarn, because I don't know, I don't crochet in the standard way. I think my fingers run through the yarn a lot more than most people do when they're crocheting. But okay, go back over there. Let me find it. What? Oh, sorry. Okay, Yarn Bee mustard. It's really pretty and soft and gorgeous. It's what is this? I think it's a 4-weight, but with the halo, maybe it's considered a 5. I don't really get that, but it's fuzzy. So as I'm working with it, it just feels like I'm breathing in a lot of fuzz. I felt like it was collecting in the back of my throat, which was interesting. So this is what I made. And honestly, it was a scarf. Like, I started as a scarf. I'm using some chocolate colored brown yarn from We Love Yarn, Everyday Acrylic, bulky. Yeah, so this must be a 5 if I'm doing a 5 with it, and it looks the same. So at first I was like, okay, I'll do this, and then I'll do yellow, 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 and then do 2 stripes at the other end of the scarf. And that'll be my scarf donation. But then when I laid it down at the end of the day, it folded in a way, and I thought, you know what? This would make a cute purse, right? So since I thought that thought, I've been sitting here, not here, but been sitting thinking about it, and I'm not sure what this is yet. So I might finish it as a scarf, just because I do have a goal of making scarves and hats for donation. So I may just continue and finish the scarf and then make the purse out of something else. That could happen. Oh, you guys, I let you into what goes on in my head, and I hope you like it, because it's kind of disorganized in there sometimes. So let's see, what else did so I finished something that you didn't even know I was working on. Okay, I've been trying to save my save all of my bands. I have a bucket here. I've been dropping all my bands in here, and I didn't think I was using that much yarn, but boy, when I got all my loose bands from just the last month or two, there's quite a few in there. So this project is I think it's impeccable. Wait, I have another one somewhere, don't I? Oh yeah, it is. Okay, good. I got the right name. That's another issue with me not having crocheted for very long. I'm not as familiar with all the yarns and all the brands, and so 192 yards in a skein, and I used a full skein on this. I forgot how much I love to crochet with fat needles, with fat I mean, I know that I like to, but I just forgot. You know what I mean? So I made this scarf. It turned out really pretty. And this is just a half double crochet scarf. And I worked it up using some, where did you go? It was maybe I didn't bring it back. I don't know. I don't see it here. Oh, here it is. Sorry for not being more organized. So this is 11 and a half. It's size 11 and a half millimeter. Resin hook, or I don't know. Can't think what else you call that. Anyway, it's just a crystal hook. So 11 and a half, and I just did a chain and then built on it with half doubles, and it came out beautiful. I love this. This is really nice. And, you know, it still does the trick when it's got holes in it because the warmth is still added. So I'm pretty happy with that. So I might just make another one, or somebody was doing a Suzette stitch on a washcloth, and I was thinking, oh yeah, I like that stitch. Maybe I should do that one. But anyway, I'll do something. And use the other skein because, you know, it's either a hat or a scarf, right? For 192 yards. And it's the lone wolf because I only have one left. So this came from a yarn haul. I was at first I was buying all my yarn from people on Facebook, like Facebook Marketplace. Local people would be selling bags of yarn that they were getting rid of and stuff. And then I bought a few things on some of those de-stash websites on Facebook. But I don't know, that can be tricky. You know, it's hard to tell if somebody's for real or not. So, although I never got burned, I've heard of people getting burned buying that way. And I was seeing so many posts, it was like triggering me to want to shop all the time. So I just stopped going to those websites. And don't get me wrong, I still want to buy yarn all the time, but I don't, even though it looks like I do. I go through a fair amount of yarn anyway. So, but yes, I have more yarn than I know what to do with. So I will continue to work on all these little goodies. So I still have not woven in the ends on my Cosmos blouse that I finished last week. Is it really finished if I haven't woven in all the 1,000 ends? So I got to weave those in, and especially if I want to wear it to dinner tomorrow night. So that might be my evening project, to get that made. Let's see, what else? Is there anything else that I'm working on? I don't think so. I mean, that I'm partway through, right? Yes, there's another dishcloth that's barely started. I won't even bother showing that. And this is some yarn I got from I think this one came from my sister-in-law. And I started using a chunky needle, or a chunky hook, a 15 millimeter, to make a hat. It's going okay. I'm making it up in my head. So I am just adding, you know, to get more width on the cap before I start going down. So, but probably what I should have done with this was made the rim first and then gone to the back. And that way I could make it more of an elf hat if I have enough yarn. Or I can just stop if I don't have enough yarn, because I don't really know how much yarn I'll have. Again, I might be frogging this and starting over. Decisions, you know. And then I was having problems with my mom's chemo hat, and I've restarted it a couple of times. Oy. I think I just want to make her something she'll love, and I'm afraid it wasn't working the first time I made it, so I think I better just follow a pattern. And I have some patterns, so I will do that. And I'll have to cut off, because this is so fuzzy. I'll have to cut off the part that I've reworked numerous times, because it's going to start falling apart. So I think it is anyway. This is Red Heart Huga. It's so soft. Oh my gosh. I just want to make her a cap she'll enjoy. And she's picky about what she likes, but it's soft enough for her. She voted for that, so I am going to do it. I just think I'll make the simple blue beanie that Bag O'Day has. That's simple stitches. I think it's single crochet almost the whole thing. So, and just do that. That's probably the best course of action. And I leave for California. I have my flight. I leave for California the Sunday of Labor Day weekend. And then, ooh, whirlwind after that. So, anyway, that's my whips and finished objects. One finished object, but a nice one. Really pleased with that. And, okay, you guys, if you feel like you don't have much time to make beautiful things, this worked up so fast because I didn't stick with the hook size that's recommended. Because, I mean, I used 11.5, and the hook size recommended here is 5mm. And it turned out beautiful. So don't be afraid, you know, to size things up. And it works up faster. It's more rewarding to, you know, some of the stuff that takes a long time to do is very hard to feel the reward of accomplishment. This poncho that worked up, so, you know, I mean, it's got a lot of spaces in there, right? It has a lot of chains involved, and then you're like just connecting the chains together every few rows, and it worked up really fast. The actual amount of time I spent working on it was not much. So there is a lot that you can do quicker, and it gives a little, you know, feedback to yourself that you've accomplished something. I think that's why people make small things like headbands and stuff like that, but it doesn't all have to be tiny to be, you know, to give you that I just worked something up. Washcloths. I realized just how satisfying it is to make washcloths, because it's simple stitches. You don't have to remember the pattern you're working. You know, you can, or it can be just simple stitches. They're good for when I'm feeling stressed and I can't really focus on doing something that's involved. I'm taking a lot of cotton with me when I go see my mom, because I'll probably be making a lot of dishcloths. And I think I'll just commit to memory a very simple hat pattern or something, or make a lot of scarves. I don't know, but I don't think I'm going to do anything too tricky while I'm there, and then I will save the trickiness for when I'm home on my in-between sabbatical, and then I have one more trip I make after that. for her second to the last chemo treatment, and then my sister will go to the last one. And then then I'll probably go just to help her out. So yeah, a lot going on, and work, and the channel's growing. That's cool. I just really appreciate you guys. It's funny, I feel very supported from virtual people, and I really appreciate you guys. So, all right, I am going to take my impeccable scarf, weave in the ends, and put it on my donation pile. And I will talk to you soon. Have a wonderful day. I found it. Have a good day.